Hey up guys, today I'm going to talk to you about my trip that I had last night. Psilocybin mushroom trip. I won't go into a lot of detail because there's a lot to sink in still, and I haven't wrapped my mind around it fully yet, but I'll give a little insights of what I felt during this trip. So, I didn't take much. I took fresh mushrooms. I'm not sure exactly what species, what kind of psilocybin mushrooms they were, because I went picking with someone. They knew what they were doing. But anyway, I took nearly 8 grams of fresh mushrooms, which I think is the equivalent to probably 0.8 grams of dry mushrooms. So not a big dose, but enough to put my foot into the water, test it, see what's it about. So I took them and I sat on the floor in my bedroom, and I started feeling a bit sick and a bit anxious. Like my hands are sweaty, and when you feel like you need to throw up, and you get like sort of like that saliva. It's like, oh, I don't feel that well, but that's natural apparently. You feel nauseous and anxious when you take them. So I was like, oh, is it kicking in? Oh, I think it is, and I just like get these little bits of just like this positive energy rising up within me. Just get a bit of giggle. And then like I'd look at around the room and things would start to wave a bit, they'll start to distort, sort of like, classic trippy whatever. And all my senses were a bit heightened. Like I could really sense ringing in my ears. That was really prominent. And the carpet, there's a mat in my bedroom which I was sitting on, and it was like zigzag designs, which was like tripping out. But anyway, getting too much detail, it's fucking boring. Like, who cares about my trip? But basically I just wanted to fucking talk anyway. So anyway, yeah. But basically, yeah, they came up fast. I peaked fast and I came down fast. It's just hard to explain because it's a completely different state than any state ever. But I wouldn't describe it as a state. I'll describe it as returning back to my natural state. Everything else is an illusion. I could really clearly see that this ego, who I think I am, I created, and it's not actually me. And I've created all these problems in my life. They're not problems that are in my life and I'm facing them. I've labeled them as problems, I've created them, and I've attached my identity to those problems. I don't know how to explain it, but the main theme that I got out of this trip was that everything is one, and everything is love. And I've known this because I've been on like a spiritual path for a bit now, but knowing it intellectually and conceptually is one thing, but actually feeling it and coming face to face with it is a completely different thing. And when you're there, it's like, oh, everything's so obvious, and I felt so free to express myself, and I felt like I was really engaged with the present moment, the eternal moment, and I felt this is it, this is everything, nothing can die, because I am everything. I'm you, you're me, it's all one. And my ego wasn't fucking completely gone there. I could still, check in with myself. But the bigger picture of oneness was overpowering. It was like I could check in with myself and be like, oh, I said something a bit off that my ego wouldn't like, but then this sense of love would come in and be like, oh, who fucking gives a shit? Who gives a shit if I said something a bit weird or whatever, Like, I felt unconditional love. And I was in this place of eternity, the eternal present moment of pure love. And I felt no judgment of myself, no self-criticism, and no judgment of other people. And I just accepted everything, and it was fucking grand. Another main theme that came up was my body was like fucking jelly as fuck. Like, when I took them, like before I took them, I was like pretty tired and like a bit anxious. Like, my body was feeling like tired and anxious. So they say that whatever you feel before you take them is just like, it heightens that. So my body was like full tired, and it was like fucking jelly. Just, I don't know if that's for everyone, they get that feeling, but that's what it was like for me. My body was just like so relaxed, just like jelly. And yeah, I just wanted to just like let go and just express myself, and letting out all these this repressed energy within me. It started off with like giggles, like but then just like burst into full-blown laughter. And it's like I felt so free doing that. This energy that I've repressed for so long around certain people, it's like, oh, I've got to hide a certain aspect of myself because, what are people going to think of me? The sense of judgment and self-criticism just completely, basically, was near to none. And I could allow myself to express myself freely. And it's a good feeling. It's just like, it's because I felt the sense of everything's okay. I was in a place of the eternal present moment where everything is safe and everything's loved and everything is forever. And I can't die, no one can die, so it's just all one, and it's just blissful. Yeah. And it's weird describing it now because I'm back in this ego with the problems, where have I been? What am I going to do? And I'm not connecting to right now, but right now is forever. There's so many people rushing about. To what though? To death? No, they're rushing about to do a certain thing. I gotta, fucking whatever it is, just rushing about, trying to get somewhere. But there's nowhere to go. This is what I realized, there's nowhere to go. Because this is the experience. This is what it's all about. This moment. And this moment is always. It's always now and it's always here. But you see, I'm saying this conceptually because I'm not in this moment right now. So I'm thinking too much in my head, and it's fucking weird because when I was tripping, it came down. When I came down, like, because I could adapt, because my ego was still there, but like the sense of love was more overpowering. So I could see my ego slowly creep back in, and then I felt this self-criticism and judgment come back in, and the guilt within me that, my ego says I can't express love because that's, my ego, who I think I am, doesn't agree with, showing this sort of affection. Because loving is not from the ego. To love is to let go of your ego and dive into the eternal moment. That's what love is. You can't love. True love cannot happen when you're in your ego. You can experience states of it, I'm sure, yeah, but I don't know. This is just all sort of what I gathered from this trip, but it's weird because, yeah, I was just in that moment of like, this is forever, this is eternity, and everything's loving and everything's safe and everything's so fucking fine, and then you come down and then it's like, oh, I've got my problems back up again. Hang on, this isn't me, this is... And it's hard to get out of this ego because I've convinced myself that I exist, when actually I've created this for myself and I'm pretending. I'm pretending right now. It's fucking crazy. But I'm pretending to be somebody right now, when actually I'm nobody. Because we're all the same. We're all one thing, and everything's the same thing. But yeah, I don't know. It's weird. And yeah, don't believe what I say, because you can't. This is something you cannot take me on. You can't take my word on it, because whoever's taking the word on it is not actually you. You have to experience this for yourself. You have to, yeah. It's not something that you can conceptually and intellectually understand it, but you're never really going to know what it fully means until you're in that moment. I don't know. Anyway, it's my first trip. My first psychedelic trip apart from weed. But yeah, it was good being able to speak freely with no judgment, and being able to express myself through my body and not care, just fucking express. I was doing like yoga and shit. It was fucking just getting all this energy out of me, It's repressed for so long, Just like, oh, I can't express myself, and I was like, yeah, just like doing all sorts of shit with my body. And I think that's the natural state of being, and everything else like this is an illusion. All our problems are an illusion, and we attach ourselves to that problem. That's my problem. No, I mean, you don't even exist, and the problem doesn't even exist. They're an illusion. And bear in mind, this is only like fucking a low dose. And it wasn't there were some visuals, like, early on when I was coming up, like, things were more vibrant and, like, purpley and greeny, and, like, little flashes of light everywhere. And that was cool to see. But, yeah, I was fully aware, like, it's not like when I was coming up, it was sort of, like, in a dream sort of state, maybe a bit drunk, But when I was sort of peaking, just, like, full of love in the present moment, I was fully conscious and fully aware of everything. Because when you take psilocybin mushrooms, your brain, you make a lot more brain neural connections. Like, your brain is connecting to all sorts of parts. So, I was more aware of my brain, and I could, control it in a way and be like, no, like, that doesn't matter. That thought there is not real. I can sense that this thought I'm thinking is a lie. This is real. What I'm experiencing now, what I'm being aware of now. So yeah. And it's like, coming out of the trip, it's like, I want to get back to that place. But it's like, don't I fucking realize that place is right here and right now? I just need to let go of whoever I think I am, and let go of the problems I think I have, and it will come. Because it is right here, and it's right now, and it's always, and it's forever. That's what I felt. Anyway, I'm keen to dive back into the psychedelic realm. Not soon. I'm going to take a while and let this sink in, and you know, try and integrate what I've learned. It's hard though, because I'm back into this ego, and it's like, fuck, what? Oh, how do I get back to that state? The state of no states. So yeah, I'm keen to see what bigger doses are like. I'm gonna slowly work my way up, you know. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. My first mushroom trip. Had a good time. Best time. See you guys later. One love.